The Dallas Stars have punched their ticket to the Stanley Cup final, and now the Tampa Bay Lightning are looking to do that as well here in Edmonton. Dave, our coverage on the fourth period brought to you as always by EA Sports NHL 21. We'll get to the Tampa Bay Lightning in just a second, but let's start with the New York Islanders. Down 3-1, looking to stave off elimination. How do they get themselves back into this series?
Well, they got to bring the same level of intensity and physicality that they've brought throughout the course of the playoffs and for much of this series, but they've got to mix in their offense. They've got to get their offense going. I know it's easier said than done, and it's easy for me to just sit here and say, just put the puck in the net, but they've got to be able to do that against the Tampa Bay Lightning while still playing that defensively structured physical game that they bring on a regular basis. Obviously, it helps when you score more goals than the opposition, but the New York Islanders certainly have to be a little bit more offensively potent in this game.
For the Tampa Bay Lightning, a very veteran-laden group, been in big game situations before. John Cooper's message to his group, lean on your experience probably?
Absolutely. Yeah. They've got a lot of key assets and weapons on this team, but at the same time, they've got experienced guys on this roster. It's really leaning on what you've been accustomed to over these last few years. Bulk of this team is still intact from a couple of years ago, so lean on that experience. Go out there and utilize what's brought you to this point in order to get you on to the next round.
We talked so much about the Tampa Bay Lightning and all the weapons they have on offense. I want to specifically zone in on one again, Braden Point. What do you do if you're John Cooper?
It's a tough call, there's no question. You're going to know that Braden Point's going to want to be in this game and be a contributor for his team, but at the same time, do you take that risk of holding him out, let him heal a little bit more? If there's any sign that he's laboring, you got to seriously consider keeping him out so that he's healthy for potentially the Stanley Cup final. If not, at the very least, you can bring him into Game 6 if the Islanders can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Well, the Islanders are looking to force a Game 6, and the Tampa Bay Lightning are looking to punch their ticket to the Stanley Cup final.